Hello friends, this is Ian Lynch with ISLPhoto LLC. I'm here in the lovely Ancash region of Peru. Behind me you can see the Cordillera Blanca. Right here they call this the Inca stone. As legend has it, Incas would come and sit on this stone and survey all their territory, all their kingdom. I've been working here in Peru, this is my second trip, with RedCondor Films, Tito Alaza and Maro Alaza. Very hospitable. I recommend staying at Olaza's anytime you come to Huaraz. You can see Huaraz down in the valley below. It's a very great town, mountain town, lots of mountain biking, lots of climbing, all kinds of trekking, great outdoor activities. Very beautiful place.
Donde fue el Tiguanti suyo nacía los indios. Llegábamos a la puna con danzas con himnos. Jugaban collas, ardían 2000 fuegos vivos. Tocaban flautas de oro y amautas benditos.
After the Little Rock Climbing Center team summited Vayuna Rahu, most of them returned home, but Ian Lynch remained in Peru. And though Peru offered many trekking opportunities, he found himself drawn back to Huaraz, a town with a unique culture and strong mountaineering ethos. Once there, he teamed up with the Olaza brothers. Over the next 2 years, their common interest in photography, cinematography, and climbing would blossom into a warm friendship, one that would eventually inspire Ian to make a second trip to Peru. This time to Huascarán National Park with Ian, Tito, Mauro, Dathan, and their driver Solano. As the group entered, the awesome scope of the park quickly became evident. And though they had been there before, even the Olazas seemed impressed with the beauty of their country.
When you're in a place like this, an enormous place really, it just makes you aware of how tiny you actually are. How your life is a vapor compared with this place. And I found too that you really have to respect those forces. Respect the power that nature can bring to bear quicker than you might think. So I always try to travel with low impact, with humility really towards nature in such a powerful place as this. Back in 2010, my friend Mauro Olaza had assisted National Geographic. Their guys were shooting from a helicopter, and it was dangerous, time-consuming, and expensive. So fast forward 6 years, and now here we are with my drone and Mauro's intimate knowledge of the valley. We were able to get scenes captured on film that even they couldn't get. Of course, I'd never have found this valley in the first place without Mauro, and he was gracious enough to provide an interview and to name the peaks that we saw in this valley.
Estamos en la Cordillera Blanca. Esta es la Cordillera Blanca. En el punto donde estamos parados se llama Portachuelo. Este es un lugar privilegiado para poder ver gran parte de la Cordillera Blanca, ¿no? En este lugar pueden observar Huascarán sur y norte. Por este lado podemos ver los Huandoys, son 4 picos Huandoys. Pisco, Chacrera. Son nevados que superan los 6.000 metros de altura y muy difíciles de escalar, ¿no?
Do you climb?
Ay, solo para locos.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah. No, me gusta solo trekking por estas montañas. No, escalar, no. Mountain bike es mi favorito por esta zona. Sí, este lugar es especial para mountain bike porque tienes toda una carretera para poder subir y puedes llegar a este paso y cruzar al otro valle. Es muy interesante y además la altura son 4.800 metros aquí. Entonces es un reto para los ciclistas venir a esta zona.
Thanks, Mauro.
Bueno, Ethan, gracias por la entrevista y bienvenido a Huaraz, ¿no? Perú.
love this country. It's so beautiful everywhere I've been, but especially around Huaraz and here in Huascarán National Park is just mind-blowing how gorgeous these mountains are and relatively accessible. It's just a very, very beautiful place. There's good mountain biking here, great trekking, great climbing if you're crazy enough to do it. Really, really good weather for the altitude. My team last week climbed Valle Narahu, which is, you can't see in this range, but we just had the best weather for summit day. It was so wonderful, beautiful. I know Huascaran up there, the big one, the north peak, and the south over there, they're both very beautiful. And I just really like this place. I could see coming back here hopefully someday soon.
I've hiked this path to Laguna Churup twice. Once for training and acclimatization before Vayanarahu, which was great, but really focused work. But the second time, I was able to just relax, come back, and hike the path with my two friends, Anne Catherine and Marie, who are sisters from Denmark that I met at Olaza's guest house. And, in fact, as you look in the upper right-hand corner of the shot, you can even see Huaraz, where I stayed at the guest house. This was just such a beautiful hike, and I was truly lucky to get to hike it both times with my friends. So tell us where you're from and your name, if you would.
Yeah, my name is Anne-Catherine and I'm from Denmark.
And where in Denmark?
Copenhagen, the capital, yes.
Okay, Anne-Catherine, so give us your impression.
Amazing, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it was a bit hard and we could feel the altitude, but we made it, and the lake here is absolutely worth all the struggle.
And what are y'all up to next?
Yeah, we're doing another hike tomorrow, Lake 69. And then we are actually heading for Machu Picchu and then we're doing the Inca Trail, me and my sister. Yes, so very much looking forward.
So how many days are you guys going to be on the Inca Trail?
4 days, it takes 4 days.
So give us a phrase that only a Dane would know, something really tough for somebody not from there.
In our native tongue?
Yeah, just anything.
Yeah, I would like to say that tak fordi du har taget os med herop til Sjurupsøen. Det har været absolut helt fantastisk.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
What's that mean?
I said that, thank you for taking us up to the Lake Shurup. It has been absolutely amazing. Yeah.
So we were on our way up to Laguna Churup when Anne-Catherine, Maria, and I ran into another group of climbers who were acclimatizing for an attempt on Mount Pisco. These climbers were from Arkansas, just like me. So I enjoyed hanging out with my folks, and judging from the looks on my Danish friends' faces, I'm pretty sure this was the first time they had ever heard the Razorback hog call. All right, guys, we're all Razorbacks, so you know what I gotta ask for. Can I please get a hog call?
Big City! Big City! Big City! Razorbacks!
Nice, guys.
Hi, Ian. My name is Amy Spencer, and I was born and raised in Alabama, and I moved to Arkansas right after college. So I live in northeast Arkansas in Jonesboro. We have about 75,000 people there. And so I am in Peru. Thursday, I'm going to attempt to summit Mount Pisco. So on an acclimation climb today, I meet you. And so it's so exciting to meet fellow Arkansan. So what a treat. So glad you're here.
So you live in Arkansas, but you were born in Alabama.
Yeah.
Where's your loyalty? Tide or hogs?
Roll Tide. No, don't tell the other guys. Don't tell them. That's all right, because they're on my team, and we've got a lot to do together. So but yeah.
Your secret's safe with me.
Yeah, Roll Tide for sure. So, but it was a pleasure to meet you, and this has been so exciting. I love it. Love climbing mountains and outdoors, and it's just great stuff. So thank you.
Tell us your name.
My name is Brandon Newman. I'm from Fort Smith, Arkansas, pretty close to this guy.
So why are you here?
Adventure, and I haven't climbed a mountain before this high, so I'd really like to do that.
Man, beautiful country, huh?
Yeah, love South America as well. It's beautiful, and muchos bonitas aquí, yeah. And it's just a wonderful place. I get to practice my Spanish as well.
So what mountain are you guys climbing?
Mount Pisco. Yeah, it's almost 19,000 feet.
Got anything to say to folks back home?
Well, I mean, you're from Arkansas, so all you Arkansans should come out to South America. For sure. Come check it out.
Any other plans this trip?
This is all I have this trip, but I have many trips planned for the future.
What are you studying in school?
I'm an international business major. I'm a student at the U of A, and I also work at a Salvadoran restaurant and for a distributing company for energy drinks, and at a rock climbing ranch.
Really? Where at?
Huachuqueña.
No way! I climb there
Real?
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, man, it's really great to run into you here in Peru.
For sure.
So can you tell us your name?
Yeah, hi, I'm Marie. I'm from Denmark, where I live in the second biggest city, which isn't a city, it's a town compared to US standards. And there I study political science.
So tell us about your route.
Well, we are starting out here in Peru, and then we're going to head down to Bolivia, where we're going to go to the salt desert. And then we're going to take a flight up to Colombia, get some warmth, and go to this little tropical island of San Andres, which is out of the coast of Nicaragua. So a pretty nice trip, yeah.
How do you feel about what you've seen here at Laguna Chura?
Oh, it's amazing. It's so clear. It's absolutely stunning. Really. It's worth the struggle of getting up here. So I'm happy that we did it.
Yeah, good job. So we're at about how many meters right now?
4,000 and something. I don't know, 4,500 something. So it's pretty up high. Yeah. More than what I'm used to. Yeah.
So what is the highest mountain in Denmark?
The highest mountain is what we call the Sky Mountain, and it's 174 meters above sea level. Yeah. So we don't have mountains in Denmark, unfortunately. So we have to travel to get to them.
So Marie, give me a tongue twister in Danish.
One phrase?
Yeah. Anything.
Hej, hvordan går det? And that's hi, how are...
Got anything else?
Oh, yeah, okay. There's actually a better one. Wilgrød med fløde. And if you try to have foreigners pronounce it, they'll just, struggle. Wilgrød med fløde.
What the heck is that?
It's some kind of red porridge with cream. Yeah, strawberry porridge.
Marie, great to meet you. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
As they hiked down from Laguna Churup, Ian and Catherine and Marie enjoyed a few more hours of friendship together as they headed back to Huaraz. Anne, Catherine, and Marie would soon depart Peru and eventually return to Denmark. But for Ian, his adventure's next chapter would unfold in Chacas, a remote mountain town 10 hours from Lima. Chacas has a historic connection to Italian Renaissance craftsmen, and their influence is evident everywhere. The influence of the Roman Catholic Church is evident, and it includes a solemn procession of the Holy Image to the church. The intricate woodwork beautifully demonstrates the Peruvian skills, and the craftsmen of Chacas sustain a tradition that is now almost a lost art in Europe. Afterwards, the smiles return and the party begins. The square resounds with celebration, music, and festivities, and these activities go on late into the evening. The remote mountainous settings of Chacas blends with the Italian-influenced architecture and accentuates the beauty of the scenery. And the small-town charm of the fiesta is made complete thanks to a local rodeo. There at the rodeo, anyone brave enough to try is free to jump into the ring, test their speed and courage against a bull. And a number of locals of all ages do just that. After concluding their time in Chacas, Ian, Tito, and Mauro headed for the final leg of what would prove to be the most challenging effort during Ian's time in Peru, a demanding hike to a remote high mountain lake called Laguna 69. Hiking past a climber's refuge built by local Catholic clergy, they paused to take in the four peaks of Huandoy and Mount Pisco, which dominate the valley. The astro landscape photography is ideal here, as light pollution is almost non-existent. As they traveled, they could see Chopicalqui, yet another 20,000-foot peak visible, now from a totally different perspective.
It's said sometimes you have to suffer for your art. I feel like I did my share on this hike. I carried my own 40 pounds of camera gear, probably 16,000 feet through these mountains. Carried two Zeiss Otis lenses, plus a D810 Nikon, 3 other Nicors, really right stuff tripod, sort of way too much camera gear. But that photography was amazing and truly worth the pain. There was this moment that I remember where I was taking a self-portrait with Chopicalqui in the background. The stars were brilliant, and I just happened to catch the one lightning flash that illuminated the clouds near Chopicalqui. So with the headlamp, the stars, the clouds, it was just a really special moment to capture.
After hiking a solid day through the mountains on an arduous stretch of trail, Mauro, Tito, and Ian arrived at Laguna 69. Ian and Mauro, this was their first glimpse of Chakra Rahu, and it was worth the effort.